Hey guys, Joe here at the Joe Madden Sports Podcast. I'm joined this afternoon by Alex Masferrer, content creator for SportsGrid and SportsGrid TV, host and creator of Couchside Sports. Alex, how's the day treating you so far?
Pretty good today. Happy Memorial Day. We're having a pretty good day today. Brutal night last night, but we're ready to bounce back today for sure.
We all have those days where we shake our head. We were talking off air. I was riding with the Cardinals yesterday. Brewers came out and dominated. There was some head shakers, definitely. Not loving the card in the MLB, but I know you are. So we're going to jump into the MLB today. We're also going to look at some NHL, you guys. So Alex, first, can you tell everyone about your podcast that you have, the Couchside Sports?
Yeah, so my podcast is coming back later this week when the finals start. It's going to be a daily sports betting podcast, breaking down some picks, how the night before went, telling some stories like me and Joe were talking off air, some brutal finishes, or hopefully some incredible wins and some incredible bets that hit that we'll be talking about. And then also just talking about the games that are going on, like the incredible Game 7 we had last night, looking ahead towards the finals, talking NBA offseason, all those good things. So I'm excited. It comes back on Thursday.
Definitely exciting, you guys. Make sure you check it out. Now, Alex, we have a fantastic game on the ice tonight. I can't wait. Game 7. There is nothing better. We got the New York Rangers, Carolina Hurricanes. We know the storyline. Home team is dominating in this series. Is it going to happen again?
All right. So I was talking with Joe. We've been seeing a lot on social media. Everybody loves the Carolina Hurricanes tonight for good reason. They're obviously incredible at home. But the age-old saying in sports is that a series does not start until a road team wins. And I think there's not really any more true than in hockey. In hockey playoffs, I think a lot of these sayings, the goaltender gets hot. I think that matters in the playoffs. And I think moments like this momentum, the first team to win a road game in the series matters. And I think the New York Rangers, I love what Gerard Gallant is inspiring the lads to do right now. I love the way they're playing. I love the energy they're bringing. And I love Igor, man. I love Igor. He's one of my favorite goalies in the league. I'm not necessarily a Rangers fan, but I'm definitely an Igor fan. He's one of my favorite goalies in the league. I think he shows up big tonight. I think he's the hotter goaltender. I think the Rangers are the hotter team right now. I love the way they played last game. If they can keep that energy up tonight, even though it's in Carolina, I know it's hard to replicate that energy on the road, obviously. But I don't know. I'm just feeling at the Rangers tonight. And at plus 125, I think there's the great value there as well.
Yeah, there is so much value here with them. And I hear you. Igor Shesterkin is the difference maker in this. I definitely think he is a better goalie in this game and of the playoff series right now. I think he's absolutely phenomenal. We can get his saved shots on goal over 31.5, which I think is great value because we look at the Canes. They are getting these shots on goal and they're averaging this series 32.5 shots on goal. They were limited in those first couple, but they're getting them up to 44 shots on goal in one of the last previous games. So it's going to be a great game, Alex. I love the way you're going with this.
I also think that a key for the Rangers, just like last game, is starting off fast and starting off effective because you know the Carolina crowd to start the game is going to be electric. You got to silence that crowd early. Yeah. Igor is a fantastic goalie, but no goalie wants to be playing behind or tied in a Game 7. You get him a lead, he'll be moving more confident, he'll be moving more freely, and I think Gerard Gallant is a coach that likes to feed off the energy. I'm a Florida Panthers fan. He used to coach our team. Bringing that energy specifically on offense. I'm also looking at Adam Fox. He is the best defenseman in the NHL, in my opinion. Yeah. I know Victor Hedman gets his flowers as well. He's fantastic. But Adam Fox, to me, is the best defenseman in the NHL. I'm looking at him tonight to get a point as well.
Yeah. Did you also look at his assists? His assists have hit in 4 of his last 5 games. It's at minus 110. So a point and an assist, you can look at both of those props.
And he's fantastic, man. And when you get to a Game 7, you look at your best players and you rely on them to deliver the biggest moments in the biggest games. Adam Fox, Artemi Panarin. Look at those guys, Zibanejad. The guys who have been with the Rangers for their epic highs, even Zibanejad's been there for a long time as well. Igor Shesterkin. I just think they got more bigger players tonight who are going to show up in the big moments. And Carolina's a fantastic team, well coached, knows exactly what they're going to do. It's going to be hard for New York to force them to make some mistakes. But, man, if Carolina gets a little sloppy, goes down early, gets on those, has to spend too much time on the penalty kill, love the Rangers tonight, even though everybody's taking the Carolina Hurricanes tonight.
And with everyone taking them, I really do think all the pressure is on Carolina tonight.
Yes.
We look at the patterns where the home team's winning. We look at Carolina as a favorite. We look at Carolina only being able to win at home. The pressure on them, especially with Ranta in goal tonight, I don't think they have what it takes. I think mentally this is going to be A battle, a complete battle.
I would argue that in hockey, it matters more than in any other sport is the mentality in the game 7. Yeah. Listen, like this is a physical game just as much as it is a skillful game, right? Every time someone's going near the boards tonight, you're getting hit into a wall. Like you're gonna have to be sharp. You're gonna have to be mistake free. And I just trust the experience right now that the Rangers are riding with. And I know Carolina, I love their coach. They're very well coached, but with Ranta in net, it's hard for me to not take the Rangers tonight, especially at plus money. And how often do you see a game like this happen? I don't know. I just feel like I've seen it before. I've seen events like this occur where the home team is supposed to win. I think I just saw something like it last night, maybe, where the home team is supposed to win in the game 7, defend home court. And what do you know? The road team with the better top-end players finds a way to win.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So let's hope we see the same thing tonight. I think this is going to be an absolutely phenomenal game. Mm-hmm. So enjoy it, Alex, and best of luck in your bets in this. But what are you looking at in the MLB today?
Yeah, so the MLB, I love the MLB slate. I got a parlay and 2 straight bets today. Again, I love these 2-team parlays in the MLB. I think sometimes people get a little bit caught up taking 5-team MLB parlays. And yes, I love baseball. I love watching as much as possible, but it's hard to bet baseball, man. There's 82 games. Things go up and down. Guys have off days. But I love 2-team parlays because you can get the line at plus money, treat it like a straight bet. I'm looking at the New York Mets today taking on the Washington Nationals. Not a good team. The Mets are at home in Queens. They've been a wagon in Queens all year. And the Red Sox taking on the Orioles as well. The Red Sox-Orioles games have actually gone back and forth with the Red Sox blowing a couple games to the Orioles. I think they're going to want to stick it to them today. Give me that 2-team parlay. It comes out at plus 147. I treat it like a straight bet, and it's only a 2-team parlay. I love it. And then 2 straight bets I got today. The Giants with Logan Webb on the mound taking on the Philadelphia Phillies, who have just been streaky all year, to say the least. I love Logan Webb. I think he's an electric pitcher. I think he's fantastic. Give me the Giants. And then the Oakland Athletics, I'm rocking the hat. I'm not an Ace fan. I just love the logo. But the Oakland Athletics today, plus 1.5 against the Houston Astros, who are a bottom-tier hitting team this year. Athletics at home, yes, they're not better than the Astros. I'm not saying they're better. But Paul Blackburn on the bump for the A's today, they're 8-1 when he pitches. I think they cover plus 1.5, at least keep it close. And you can find both of those lines, the Giants line and the Athletic line, at minus 115, which I think there's fantastic value in both of those.
Yeah, absolutely. I was actually talking about this game with Dabby Cab, earlier guest tonight, and he absolutely loves a sprinkle on the Oakland A's here in this game too with Blackburn. Blackburn has just been absolutely phenomenal. This is one I was looking at the first 5 under and probably the game under. I just worry slightly, but with Valdez and Blackburn, I think we've got a good one on our hands.
The line is pretty low for the under. I'm considering sprinkling on the under as well because neither of these teams can hit. The Athletics have been mightily struggling to hit already, and with the Astros not being able to hit that well, that would be the team that you would say, okay, they have some good players. Maybe they can score some runs, hit some homers. But with Blackburn on the bump, it's hard for me to buy into pitchers this early into the season. But what Blackburn is showing me is exactly what Nestor Cortez is showing me in New York, which is this isn't just sort of like a hot streak. This isn't just a good start. I think this is something that carries on for the rest of the season.
Yeah, absolutely. Going to be a great game here. I definitely like this one. Was there anything else that you're looking at, Alex, for today?
That's pretty much it, but I am really excited for this Rangers game. I'm so excited for this Game 7. There's nothing better in sports, nothing better than Game 7, man. You lay it all out there. Everybody's putting their best effort forward. People are playing hurt. It's the epitome of sports. It's the epitome of competition. I love it, and hopefully we get to make some money while watching it, too.
Where are you going to watch this one at tonight?
Oh, so last night I'm a Heat fan, so I watched the game alone, just like locked in. But tonight I'm going to watch it with some friends, enjoy some burgers, enjoy some hot dogs, have a nice beer, And
isn't it funny how like the big games we need to watch alone because I don't
swear,
know.
Sometimes I have to. It also, it depends on how much I got personally on it. If I got to watch it alone, if it's a little bit too stressful. But this game I'll watch with friends. It'll be a good time. And hopefully drinks are on the New York Rangers tonight.
Hopefully. So any superstitions when you're watching these games? Anything that you do differently?
Totally. Oh my God. Yeah.
What's your favorite one that you do?
So if there's if I'm betting on the same game, I do this a lot during the playoffs where I've bet like the series. So I've seen the matchup a couple of times. Last time with the Rangers, I rocked this hat when they won and they took care of business. So I'm wearing the hat again today. I'll do that sometimes. Or, I have a bunch of different Heat jerseys. So during the Heat playoff run, whoever I was wearing last game when we won, when we lost, I didn't wear that jersey for the rest of the series. I'm super superstitious. I always got to think that I have some input somehow in how the game is going to end.
Well, I think they can hear me from my couch or the pub stool. So no matter what, I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be vocal tonight. This is going to be a great game. Alex, I wish you all the best in your bets. Thank you so much for joining me here on the Joe Madden Sports Podcast. Can you remind everyone where to find you on socials? And can you give us a plug of your show again?
Yeah, if you want to follow me, I'm on TikTok, Instagram, and Twitter at Amos on Sports, which is right here? And then you can follow Couchside Sports. We'll be coming back on Thursday previewing the finals. We'll get into a bunch of NFL stuff on there as well once the offseason continues. And obviously, we'll start looking at some over-unders. I love placing NFL future bets. So those are also going to start. And, of course, NHL playoffs will still be going in the MLB and NBA as well.
Absolutely. Well, all the best, Alex. Thank you tonight and good luck.
Thanks for having me.
Enjoy those burgers. Bye, guys.